Hello, I'm the Movie Geek and we are continuing our Halloween countdown, 31 films in 31 days. Tonight is day 11 and we watched The Fog. So The Fog, 1980, John Carpenter, starring Jamie Lee Curtis and her mother Janet Leigh. And I remember watching this as a child. I really enjoyed it, thought it was great. And tonight I was bored and I thought it wasn't as good as I remember. And my main problem with it is it seems to be all set up and no climax. I couldn't think of any better words, but it didn't seem to go anywhere, and everything seemed to be a little bit convenient. Like the guy picks up Jamie Lee Curtis and then he decides to ring the lighthouse and then things happen, and everything seems to happen conveniently. That's all I can say. They go and save the child gets saved, but it's not fluid. It doesn't seem to flow really well for me. It just seemed to just be, and it wasn't that impressive. It wasn't really that scary, and a bit dumb really. What about you?
I really enjoyed it as a child. I can remember watching, I particularly remember as well where it starts, and it's the old lady, it looks like an old sea captain sat on the beach at a bonfire talking to kids and telling them the ghost story of how the ship ran aground, and that, you know, and it's setting the scene for the film.
11:55, almost midnight. Enough time for one more story.
Yeah. And it's the centenary celebrations of the town, 100 years to the night of the shipwreck. And I can remember that bit specifically because I loved it and it was fascinating when the little boy saw the gold coin turned in the wood, and it was like, wow. And yeah, I'm a bit similar where watching it, I've watched it a few times over the years, and watching it again tonight, yeah, I don't enjoy it, not the same. I don't not enjoy it. I could watch it again, but it's definitely not a good film.
No, it's not.
There's just so many jumps, so it's like how did the priest know there was 6 of them? I know he knew 6 conspirators, but there was a lot.
How did he know the law that they're going to come in on the fog and kill people?
Yeah, because at the church he was like, oh, there's nothing you can do now. But how did you know? Because he had a journal. He didn't say any of that in the journal.
Yeah.
That was his great-grandfather or whatever's journal, who was one of the 6 conspirators.
His grandfather.
Was his grandfather?
And that's the point as well. If he was Father Malone, how did he have kids?
His grandfather have kids? Because his father is Catholic, isn't it?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, because I don't know. Oh, maybe.
We're not religious. We don't know.
No, it's not, because Father Gillespie was our father, and he was Church of England. So
oh,
yeah,
well, there you go then.
Anyway, there's a lot of jumps, isn't there? In like, why were they going after certain people as well? And like the first night, they knocked on.
Yeah, they knocked as well.
The main guy's door.
They were very polite ghosts.
Stop talking over me.
Sorry.
Slept with Jamie Lee Curtis. Then the fog rolls in, knocks up on the door, and it's like, oh, it disappeared because it was 1 o'clock exactly. But it didn't kill either of them, so why was it going for them in the first place if it was only killing the 6? There's just a few things that didn't make sense to me. Why did
the fisherman who had died get up to kill Jamie Lee Curtis in the hospital?
Yeah,
and then write 3 on the floor?
I know it's all because it's a horror film, it's a scary film.
Yeah, but it's just disjointed.
It just didn't, it's very disjointed. It didn't make if you look at it properly, it doesn't make a lot of sense.
No.
There is massive jumps from one blade to the next, where people seem to know everything from knowing nothing.
There's no reason for them to get scared that a block of wood has come up on the with the tide.
And like the way she acts, like if anyone was listening to her, just because she saw a bit of fog rolling in, she didn't really know at that point that anything was going on. She was like nuts, going, "Get away from the fog! Someone go and get my child." You'd be like, she belongs in the asylum.
She could see. She had a map of Google Earth or something over the town. We saw what she could see, and she was giving them street names where the fog was.
Rolling up so and so.
Get to the church. It's not there. It's odd. Are we to assume that all the people who were with the candles going to see the statue, they're all dead now? Are they? They must be, because they were in the fog.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I think they all went home.
You know what would have been a better story? The story of the lepers.
Yeah.
In the past, because I would have preferred to have seen that than their revenge, because their revenge was crap.
Maybe that's an idea for a film.
Maybe.
But you had an interesting point about Jamie Lee
did.
Curtis.
Yeah. Now, it's written by John Carpenter, and it's set on 1980, so it's after Halloween.
2 years after Halloween.
She's very dubious, cagey. Dubious? No, I don't know. Cagey about who she is and why she's travelling across. Now she says that she's been hitchhiking across the country, and she says at one point she apologises for the things that have happened, like the car windows breaking and everything like that.
Yeah.
And she apologises for it and says bad things seem to happen to me. I think that she's the same character from Halloween. Just because it's the same writers, same filmmakers, same actress, and she doesn't really give a name. There is a name in the credits, but I think that
I think there's a
link.
Yeah.
I think she's running from Michael Myers. I can't remember Halloween. We'll get there one day.
Yeah, it's one probably not to revisit if you loved it as a kid.
No.
It doesn't really stand the test of time. Doesn't stand any sort of analysis. So I would probably give it a C minus.
Even the special effects, when you see the
worms,
the side of it, it's not very good.
No, I'd give it a C minus. It's
And as well, it's very soft. There's not much gore in it. I don't know what rating it is, but it's very soft for a horror film. But yeah, you give it a C. I'd probably give it a D.
I said C minus.
I'm probably going to give it a D. I am giving it a D. It's got a D.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what we're watching tonight, but the baby's starting crying, so we're going to have to hurry.
We'll have to wrap up.
What we're watching?
I don't know. We'll just decide tomorrow.
Okay. Alright. Alright. See you tomorrow. Hello, I'm the Movie Geek, and tonight, damn it, let me start again. Hello, I'm the Movie Geek, and we're continuing our... Hello, I'm the Movie Geek, and tonight... Oh, fuck off.